Good morning and welcome back to Forevasimming. This is my live reaction for the Sims 4 Horse Ranch Expansion Pack trailer that just dropped this morning. Today is Thursday, June 22nd, and the Sims 4 has announced their 14th expansion pack. So here's a 2-minute trailer. Very interesting. So there rumors when the trailer leaked was that this was based in Arizona or New Mexico or like a very deserty area. I didn't know if it would be an exact duplicate of like Strangerville if you own that pack, or Oasis Springs, which won the base game worlds, but I see it's going to look a little bit different, even though it still has that same desert feel. Very nice. So I like to see that there are certain interactions that can be done while you're on the horse itself. I hope that's not just, studio magic, but that's actually an interaction in the game. Okay, so an interesting town. Looks like we're going to have a lot of customization. So we'll be able to customize saddles, different colors. I hope we get a creative horse option so we can pick all these, like the tails, the mane, things like that. I'm not sure if this is a new building. Maybe this is the bar here on the left. In the back looks like some sort of shop, maybe. New clothes. I see a lot of cowboy boots, a lot of hats. So that's very interesting. Okay, I gotta go back a second. I feel like you missed so much. But this wine or juice, man, maybe the Sims are still calling it juice. But I like that. That looks really interesting. So the juice looks new. Maybe that will be a new skill, is to do juicing, juice making. That looks like a new meal, maybe. New meal, new hair. I'm not sure if that necklace is new. These clothes look new. That definitely looks new. This must be the town bar. And has really that cowboy rustic feel, which is just different for The Sims. Okay, so maybe there's some sort of horse riding competition or horse races. I'm not sure, but it looked like some sort of an event, and he must have won. Maybe first place. I think it's cute that it was in a horseshoe shape. Okay, so this pretty much confirms what we thought. So they're going to have obstacle courses for the horses. And if you have the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, it will kind of remind you of Cats and Dogs as well. So I hope that this is an actual lot here, the horse stable / training area. I hope this is not just like a rabbit hole. But I think it's interesting that at least for the outside portion of it, we will be able to see them practice and ride on the horses. That's super cute. That looks like it's a ranch farm style. I like this new entryway fencing that really puts a focus on the horses. I like that we see like little sheep or lamb or something running around, so maybe the animals can interact with each other organically. I like seeing the horses and the baby horses running around together, so maybe they're not tied to a building the way that the cows and the llamas are tied to a building that you can place from cottage living. So I think this is very original. How cute. So little ones can still interact with the little, I think that's adorable. So you can kind of raise your children with the farm animals. Toddlers get interactions, children get interactions. Nice to see new socialization options. I don't like the socialization wheel that they redid with Growing Together, or the patch that came out right before Growing Together. I think that was kind of challenging. But I do like to see that, we can talk about it. Maybe it can ask if you like riding horses or ask them to join you. I wish two Sims could ride the same horse. I think that would be really romantic and an interesting gameplay option. It's nice to see some challenge there. I like seeing that there's a possibility that the horse may reject you, or that you have to get better at taming and riding horses. It's not just a given. Kind of reminds me of the riding bike mechanism from Growing Together. If you have that expansion pack where children have to learn to ride a bike, they don't just know it. Also look like she has a new smartwatch or some sort of interactive watch on the wrist. I don't know if it's actually going to work in game. I hope it does. I hope it has its own functionality, just like the earbuds. So if you have the Sims 4 fitness pack, the stuff pack, there were earbuds that your Sims can listen to music in. I hope that there's interaction specifically with the smartwatch. Okay, so there's the skill for making nectar or juice or wine or whatever you're going to end up calling it in the game. I think it's really interesting that you can do it at home. Now over here on the right, it looks like a new way to do laundry or towels. I don't know if that's decorative or if that's its own feature. How cute. So I like this in terms of having, this looks like some sort of a new outdoor grill here on the right. A new outdoor fireplace also on the right here. So that's super cute that they're trying to incorporate more outdoorsy activities. I feel like my Sims have plenty to do in the house. They can play video games, they can talk to smart speakers, they can watch TV. You know, they can do all this indoor stuff, but outside it's kind of limiting. Possibly a new trash can here. But I like that you can integrate a stable into your home. So if you wanted to have a ranch or a farm home lot, you don't have to just have the horses tied to like a community lot or a rabbit hole. So that's very interesting. Okay, so I like that you can build a relationship with them and someone can teach you how to interact with the horses. Seems like she's having a much better time this time than she did the first time. And I see the gameplay between gardening and horses. So if you have apples or can grow apples using either base game gardening or the gardening that came with the super-sized veggies from Cottage Living, now you can incorporate that with the horse pack. Super cute. I love to see, and I never can tell the difference between infants and toddlers. I'm so sorry because they almost look the same. But new infant or toddler outfit that looks like a little horsey, super cute. I like seeing these trophies. I do wonder if that means we'll be able to have more competitions. Is it something like if you have Cottage Living, they have those fairs where you have like the pie contest and the vegetable contest. Like, I wonder if this is like a weekly competition where you can get these trophies or how you get them. I'm really loving this jumper onesie that she has on. Super comfortable. I think the clothing is very cash. A lot of belts with buckles and vests and boots and things I think your sim could use even outside of horse training or in this lot at all. Also looks like some changes, different types of clothing you can hang up in the closet. So if you have the game pack, The Sims 4 Dream Home Designer, you're able to make like walk-in closets. And so I think that's very interesting. Okay, so I love the customization. We've seen so much different varieties of horses just starting this out. And so I hope that we get to create a sim, create an animal, create a horse kind of option. So this just confirms that we can walk around with the horses. The only thing about the trailer, and this may be a bit of trailer magic, is that The Sims 4 is not currently open world. So unfortunately, for her to walk around town with the horse, I'm not really sure how that would function. Unless it kind of functions like using the bikes, they can go into, maybe there's a trail that horses are allowed to walk around. So if you have the Sims 4 growing together, there were trails that were built around Sound Sequoia that your Sims could power walk through. And it was kind of like a loop. And if you had the Sims 4 Snowy Escape, there were hiking trails like built into Mount Komorebi. So maybe it's that same concept. I like seeing the progression. So she started off unsure, not able to get on the horse. Then she's able to walk, but like kind of slow. Then she's trotting. Now it's galloping. It's like, okay, so the horse skill, I'm assuming raising horses, taming horses, horseback riding, horseback competitions, maybe either one skill or several skills tied to this pack. How cute. So I like that the bar, because we get bars, it seems like with every single pack, there's always a bar or like a town square type of feature. So even going back to the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle, where we got those community spaces, they never really felt like community, to be honest. My sim would go, do a little bit, and then it was barely populated. So I hope that we are able to have random dance interactions at the bar, and that square, which looks like one of the same floors as the Sims 4 My Wedding Stories, actually can be randomly triggered to have dance-offs. But I'm glad to see some new dance moves, because we haven't had a new dance move since My Wedding Stories, where they got the slow dancing and the group dancing specifically for like wedding parties. And so like I think this is going to be interesting. That was the outdoor grill that we saw earlier. I think that's super cute. So I don't know if it's something that can be put into the inventory, but it'd be a nice way to have more outdoor grilling. I think we have like a base game barbecue grill that you see at like parks in The Sims 4, but this looks much better. I wonder if it's a new death. So we don't typically see Ghost in trailers, like ever. And so I'm wondering, does she have like a horseback riding accident? Did something happen to her that made her pass away? Because it seems very specific. I'm also loving this tube top here on the lady with the pink hat on the right. We don't get a lot of that. So that's interesting. And maybe a new seating type, this little half log thing. Oh, did she just come back to life? Not sure what happened there. I don't know if her love of horses just brought her back, but she was definitely a ghost a minute ago. So I hope we get more information regarding that story. All right. So July 20th, it is right around the corner. I think it's a gorgeous world. I was afraid that the desert theme was going to be too similar to Strangerville or Oasis Springs, which are two worlds we already have. But it looks like it's going to be completely different, more rustic, more mountainous. I'm actually okay with this. I'm not huge on horse packs, but this seems interesting. And of course, if you pre-order, it looks like there's some digital content you can get. I don't know if anyone really cares that much, but we will see. So this is just the trailer for the expansion pack. They also released a website, so an official Sims 4 website to go over the new pack. So just some quick reminders about the incentives with some more details. So it's a rocking chair, a guitar, and a wheel. I guess it's more like decorative. I personally am not a big fan of pre-order bonuses. Half the time you don't get them, or you have to contact chat to get them because it doesn't recognize that you pre-ordered or bought it before the time frame. We have rocking chairs and other packs, so if you have nifty knitting, if you have cottage living, or if you have growing together, there are already rocking chairs and other packs. We haven't got a new guitar in a while, but I don't know if I care about the design as much. So I think it's very interesting. And then just really quick, these are some of the details. So make a life, get up early in the morning, look out at the big open countryside and know that all your work is worth it. Spend your days keeping your animals happy and clean, harvesting prairie grass to feed them, collecting manure to fertilize your plants, and making your own nectar to sell. Do it all in a ranch that you design, so it can be either traditional or like a big red barn. You get to bond with animals, so horses, fowls, mini goats, mini sheep. I think that's really cute that we're getting, even though we already have 2 packs about animals. So I am confused because we had cats and dogs, which was just cats and dogs. Then we had the stuff pack that gave us like little animals, like hamsters and lizards and stuff like that. Then we had cottage living, which gave us horses, llamas. So we're getting pieces of things per pack, but not like a full thing. So thriving as a community, we're able to go to town, blow off steam, train, host events. I think the cook-off and dances would be really fun because cook-offs, I'm assuming you're using that outdoor grill. I'm not 100% sure. I think would be interesting, and hiring a ranch hand would be lovely. So especially if your farm is going to have more than just horses. Because that was one of my biggest concerns with cottage living was if you had chickens and cows and llamas and had garden and plants growing, it just took your sim all day. Like that was their job. And they would have 12 hours a day of just taking care of the animals and feeding them and changing out, trash and this and that. And it's like a ranch hand would be lovely. And so it does look like there's some different skills going on. So we can customize them, or we can purchase them, or we can rescue them, which I'm not sure if there's just going to be like a random lot where they just pop up, or do they pop up on community lots, or how that works. And then there looks like there's going to be one skill for the Sims, which is a riding skill, and then 2 skills for the horses. So I wonder if horses can be controlled. Are we able to take control of them, or are they only going to get these skills if the Sim takes them to the equestrian center to try these? So there's an agility and a jumping. And there are awards. That's awesome. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments what you think about the new trailer and expansion pack. Is this something you would buy?